Scorpio, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for mid-January 2024. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business, as always, and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes into energy and see what's happening with the lovely Scorpio collective. My gods, talk to me. What's happening with Scorpio gang here? I hope you're all doing great, my friends. Let's get it going, please and thank you. Yes, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card. Then we'll get into the full reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always interesting. But let's get it going here. Let's rock and see what we got for Scorpio. Please and thank you. Get this first card out nice and quick for my friends, please. Okay. All right. I'll take it. That card like walked up my arm. Okay. Oh, this is a complex card, Scorpio, which, I mean, it makes sense. In my Scorpio readings, everything seems to have multiple meanings and could be very complex, right? Scorpios are complex individuals, and this card is no different. It's beautiful, it's spiritual, it's about manifestation, it's protective. There's so many different layers to this very first card. Now, before we fully dive into it, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the January subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know, I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Let's talk about this card. I'm not sure if you can tell, but this bald-headed individual also has some angel wings. So whenever I see this card, the first thing I always think of is like spiritual protection, guardian angel, someone watching over you. So this could be really nice reassurance for a lot of Scorpios, like, hey, you might be on a good path, or you have someone watching over you, whether you're going through good times, tough times, whatever it might be. This is nice. Notice that it is looking at this baby, at this child. So there's a big focus as well. So several things I could pick up here. This card could represent creation and manifestation, because we have this new child being made and being created. So for a lot of Scorpios, your powers to create could be extra heightened in this time. Keep that in mind. But there is also that laser focus. Notice that this archangel is looking directly at that creation, looking directly at that baby. So for some of the Scorpio collective, maybe you have someone laser focused on you. Maybe there is something you're laser focused on, or maybe you're not focused on the right thing, right? I'm not calling anybody out. I'm not judging, but this card could represent that. Like, you might need to readjust or realign what your focus is, what your priorities are. Let's just put it down right there. We're going to get into tarot now. I always say this first card, it doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a little footnote. So let's get you 3 cards in the upright, then we'll get into the intuitive juiciness. Let's shuffle it up one time here, my guides. Talk to me. What do you got for us Scorpios here in mid-January? And while we get the deck ready, let's talk about last week's reading, my friends. The energy I was picking up last week seemed to direct more towards someone you were linked to. The reading was titled, They Are a Mess. Okay, now, who knows? Maybe some Scorpios out there were having some heightened anxiety and the mind racing and all that. That could absolutely have been it. But a big vibe I was picking up was like, yeah, there was someone you're connected to that's going through a very difficult time, okay, and having a lot of mental anguish, okay? So we're going to see what we have for you this week, Scorpio. As you know, every reading's different. Energy is very fluid. It's never set in stone, so only take this how it hits for you, because we could be seeing your vibe or we could be seeing somebody else, okay? So let's get it going. Let's get 3 cards for Scorpio, please. Mid-January. Maybe the energy will start to lighten up a little bit, right? Who knows? Okay. Very giving type of energy in position number 1. So it's free-flowing. It's nice, generous. I really like this vibe. Okay. Could be a gift of some sort as well. Let's get a couple more. I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. I mean, it's only 1 card, though, right? We're at the very beginning. Let's get a couple more for Scorpio, please. Man, the deck is being super specific for you this week. For anyone new here, I only read jumpers. So, all right. The world may be your menu, my friends. We have the 7 of Cups. Beautiful type of energy. But once again, that headspace type of energy is still here. Let's get one more out. And we'll really oh, okay. Did a shuffle. That first card popped. All right. Good energy right back here. So we have the Sun card in position number 3. So, Scorpio, let's talk about it. At first glance, we're looking pretty good here. But yeah, let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes, and we'll get into the juicy intuitive stuff. So yeah, once again, at first glance, we're looking pretty good. As far as elements go, we have some earth, we have some water, we have some fire. There's a nice even distribution of elements here, which could represent different areas of life, different things going on. All of these cards do lean positive, right? Every card has positive and challenge, but they all lean towards the positive. So let's go through it one by one. You also have the most positive card in the deck in your spread this week, so really good. Position number 1, the 6 of Pentacles. Now, more complex than it seems. We see this individual, they're holding a scale, they're like flinging out all those pentacles, they're sharing. So when I see this card, I think of a sharing type of energy, someone who wants to give of their energy. So there could be something or someone you want to give of your energy to. This can also just be very charitable, right? You might want to help someone out. Maybe someone needs your assistance. Maybe you need help. Nothing wrong with admitting that when this card shows up. It's also has karmic undertones because the person is holding a scale. Maybe you're connected to a Libra, but this card does have slight karmic undertones. So we'll see if that connects in with the reading itself. If there's like karmic rewards, karmic situations, what have you. But a big thing I always think of, this is a card of gift giving, right? Giving somebody a gift or surprising someone. That's something I always think of. So we'll see if that links in. Now, a challenge of the 6 of Pentacles, okay? This could be a card of somebody that gives too much, right? Somebody that is, hopefully people aren't taking advantage of somebody's kindness when this card is here. So that could be situations that are off balance or not fair. Because remember, every card has the positive and the light. I mean, the dark and the light. Moving to the center, we have the 7 of Cups, okay? This one also leans positive, and we're seeing that same mental activity that we were seeing last week. You see this person, it looks like they're rubbing their beard there, looking at all the cups. So this could represent different options, different paths, different choices, okay? This could be a very good card. That's why I say sometimes it could be someone choosing from the menu of life. What way do they want to go? What do they want to do? There's tons of options here. But at the same time, this card can also represent somebody whose mind is racing. There's a lot of daydreaming with this card. So for a lot of us Scorpios in this time, we might be a little more daydreamy, right? We might be imagining things, daydreaming about this, daydreaming about that. Okay, it's just best not to get stuck there for too long, because that's a challenge of this card as well. Somebody that can get stuck in their head, or somebody that could get stuck making decisions or choices. So you want to be forceful in your decisions. You want to be forceful in your choices when this card is out. Okay, we'll circle back on it when we clarify, because remember, the message could completely change. Now, getting to the back end, Scorpio, we have the Sun, the most powerful positive card in the whole entire deck. Now, for some of you, you might be connected to Leo when this card shows up. Doesn't have to be. And I always say that this card represents the light, life, love, the blessings, the abundance that shine down on us from universe. This is source energy when we see it. Another thing that often gets overlooked with the Sun, if we're not talking about wins and victories and triumphs and all the good blessings and good things coming in, the Sun can also represent things being revealed. It could represent things coming to light. It could represent revelations, because nothing can hide under the rays of the sun, right? The sun illuminates all. The sun makes things known. The sun brings things to the surface and shows the true colors. So we're going to want to see when we dig deeper into that. I'm not necessarily feeling anything like alarming just yet, but you never know how a reading could go once you start clarifying, right? So we're going to put that down right there. I want to dive deeper on all of it, Scorpio. Let's jump in and clarify. All right, let's get a good shuffle here for you, my friends. See what's happening, my guides. What do you got for us here? Yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that 6 of Pentacles. And yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages that you want to give to Scorpio, you could drop it right down in the comments. I don't mind at all. Okay? I won't be offended, I promise. So let's go in on that 6 of Pentacles. Why is it here? Who's wanting to give their energy away? Okay, why is that 6 of Pentacles in the mix? Thank you. Big surprise here, or a big offer coming in. Wow. We have the Ace of Wands. So much passion, so much drive, so much desire. I like this, Scorpio. I feel like it's one or the other, or even both. The Ace of Wands, this is a card that often comes out for the Scorpio collective, right? And I always say it's kind of the prototypical card of the fire suit, where it represents someone's passion, drive, desire, burn. It's like, no, I want to do this. Like, so there could be something that you were focused on that you're like, all right, I'm committed to this. This is what I want. This is what I want to do. But it's so fiery. Every time there's an ace of any kind, okay, and remember, this card does also have sexual connotations as well, so for a lot of Scorpios, you might be a little more wound up than you normally are. We'll keep it PG. I'm not going to go in depth. You can use your imagination on that. But when we get the Ace of Wands, or any ace for that matter, it could represent opportunities and offers. So when I see it underneath a card of giving, like the Six of Pentacles, it could be someone giving a big offer or a big surprise as well, because this card comes in suddenly. So I feel like it's one or the other, or even both, okay? Could be a big surprise, it could be a big offer, it could be a surprising offer, it could be a whole mix of all three, but I'm liking what I'm seeing here, okay? So if anybody is going to gift you something, it's going to be to your liking, because I'm liking it, right? So let's keep moving over to that Seven of Cups. I don't feel like I need to overcomplicate this. It is what it is. It's simple. It's a good message. We're going to let it live. Let's go in on that Seven of Cups there, because I'm liking what I'm feeling throughout this whole reading so far, Scorpio. So why is that Seven of Cups in our life here? And a lot of you already know I'm Scorpio moon, so I like our readings. They're always the last one I filmed during the week. I'm not sure if you guys know all that. But let's see why the Seven of Cups. Not last because of any particular reason. I start with my sun sign, I end with my moon sign. Let's see why that Seven of Cups is here. Okay, yeah, the deck is being very picky here. So let's keep pulling. What do we got? Thank you. Okay, someone's stalling, someone gumming up the works, and you might not have the patience for it. Okay, yeah, you might be losing patience with somebody in their ways, okay? And that's all intuitive. That's what I'm getting here. Now, we have the Four of Swords with the Seven of Cups. That was my first intuitive message that I was picking up here, so don't be surprised if you're just losing patience with somebody, or you're losing patience with a situation. It's like you're taking forever, you're gumming up the works. We know what needs to happen, we know what needs to get done, let's just do it. Why complicate it? It's giving me that vibe. But totally separate from that, the Four of Swords is a big card of sleep. So these link perfectly together, Scorpio. Watch your dreams in this time. Pay attention to your dreams. Write them down or try to remember them if necessary. Because when we have a card of rest, sleep, meditation with the Seven of Cups, if you have a tough decision or a choice or an option that you need to choose, Spirit could be asking you to like really go within and answer it for yourself. Use your inner voice. So two totally different messages right there in the middle. We'll talk about it more. Hopefully you're not losing patience with somebody, but your dreams and your meditations are highly, highly important here. So make sure you're paying attention. All right, Spirit could be trying to send you a message. Let's move over to the Sun and see what's up. And we'll do a quick recap before we get into the shadow card. So let's see why the Sun is here. I mean, it's not the flavor of reading we had last week, which I'd say is a good thing. There's the Sun here. Thank you. Okay, good. Queen of Pentacles, blessings. There's something really big and really good coming your way, my friends. We have the Queen of Pentacles in the upright underneath the Sun. She reminds me of the Empress. I say it whenever she pops out. Now, for a portion of you, if you have dealings with an earth sign or someone with strong earth placements, this is very good, okay? Especially for any connections. But aside from that, when I see the Queen of Pentacles, she is just like the Empress to me, right? The prototypical goddess figure of blessings, abundance, potential. So I'm seeing it right here on the back end. Yeah, we have all this possibility and opportunities and offers, surprises. But on the back end, the Sun with the Queen of Pentacles in the upright, this is huge. This is massive. This is something big coming in, and it is claimable for sure. This is a huge energy of blessings, wins, and victories, okay? And I know those are nondescript types of words, but I always say that because some people watch this for work, some people watch it for romance, some people watch it for a whole number of reasons. Some people just like to hear me yap. But when I see this interesting alignment right here on the back end, I just feel nothing but good things, good energies moving in towards Scorpio. One thing I will say though, aside from the wins and victories and all that good stuff, this is a very positive reading this week. But there is something here in the center. Like, don't let somebody block you, okay? Don't let somebody block you from reaching your full potential. Don't let anybody gum up your work so you can't reach this final outcome. I feel like I just have to continue to give that. So let's go through and do a quick recap here, Scorpio. intriguing plays of energy we have going on this week. Then we'll get into the shadow card. But if you kindly look here in the box, position number 1, we do have the 6 of Pentacles with the Ace of Wands in the upright. Beautiful. Like I said, somebody could surprise you with something. You could have a big surprise. Somebody could give you a big offer, right? It could be a surprising offer. It could be a mix of all 3. Whatever it is, this is good. And I was also getting the vibe of someone saying, no, I know what I want to do. I know what actions I want to take. Let's do it. Let's make it happen. It's like someone is filled with a lot of passion. Also said, like, you might be burning red hot, if you know what I mean, too. Moving to the center, we have the 7 of Cups with the 4 of Swords in the upright. There could be somebody gumming up the works, or you could feel like there's someone delaying you or getting in your way. So watch out for things like that. Like, there could be somebody overcomplicating something, and it could be frustrating. Aside from that, your dreams are extremely important, and you might need to meditate and connect with your inner voice, but especially pay attention to your dreams because Spirit might be trying to say something to you. Moving to the back end, we have the Sun card with the Queen of Pentacles, very similar to the Empress. So I'm seeing this massive energy of blessings at the end of the road. So whether it is blessings, wins, or victories, this is all very much claimable energy, except this possible individual that's gumming up the works in the middle, because we have good energy in the front, good energy on the back. What is this happening here in the middle? What is this situation? What is this hold up here? So watch out for things like that in the coming days and weeks. Please take a screenshot if you want to look into it further. Let's get you a shadow card now. Shuffle it up one time for Scorpio, please. Yes, I always like to pull one shadow card at the end of every reading just to see whether it's something within you or something you don't quite see. Not every shadow card has to be a challenge, though. Sometimes they could be good. So let's see what's in the shadows for Scorpio. And yes, if you've made it to this point in the reading, please feel free to check out channel memberships. I'll leave a link for it down in the comments below. It is a beautiful way to support my channel, and I appreciate and love all of my members, okay? No pressure whatsoever. I just have to mention it. So let's get your shadow card out here. Put this cherry on top of the reading for Scorpio. Shadow. What's in the shadows? Okay, 3 of Swords flipped in my hand but didn't come out, so we're not taking it. Okay, remember, I only read the jumpers. So what do we got for Scorpio? Some of you, there, you might be a little uncomfortable. You might be still holding on to some pain. The fact that that 3 of Swords flipped and didn't come out, it might not be a major factor. That's a thing that I could already say. There we go. Thank you. That card came out violently. Okay, we have the 7 of Pentacles. So I can also say that, yes, this is a karmic card as well. This is a card of patience. It's a card of waiting around. So there might be some delays, or there might be someone gumming up the works. This is like the 2nd or 3rd time I'm feeling that within this reading. Now, generally, this is really good normally, aside from the karmic situations and getting what you put forth, like you reap what you sow type of energy. The 7 of Pentacles is somebody that gets rewarded for their patience, right? And I do know a lot of Scorpios ruled by Mars we're not generally the most patient individuals, right? Just like this energy here in the front end, like when we want to do something, we want to do it now. We want results, we want the results. The 7 of Pentacles could be something getting in the way. So I need to really emphasize that within this reading, Scorpio, that there could be something delaying you or frustrating you here. And I don't think it's the be-all, end-all. But for another portion of you, this 7 of Pentacles could be very good. Maybe Spirit's asking you to reconnect with nature. That could be one energy. But another thing is here, you finally getting what you deserve. Okay? Hopefully that's for the best, though, right? With the 7 of Pentacles. But yeah, Scorpio, that's what I have for you this week, my beautiful friends. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give the details. The January subscriber surprise. For the January subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 2 copies of the beautiful Tarot of the Owls tarot deck. It's one of my favorite new decks out there. So if you'd like to get your name in for that, it's 2 simple things. As always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed. And second, let me know down in the comments what are one of your biggest goals for this year that we just entered into. You'll be entered to win, and at the end of the month, I'll announce the winners in my community tab at random. As always, my friends, much love. And I'll see you again soon.